Gemini, welcome to your latest edition of Yours and Theirs in-depth style. Like always, we're going to start by building the baseline for you, person, situation, clarify, and then towards the end put down some oracles. Like always, your person doesn't have to be a significant other, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, or lover type situation. It's whomever fits that dynamic or doesn't. So take what resonates, leave what does not, and reverse energies as it applies, more so with yours and theirs, as energy exchange and interchange is real rapid and fluid. These are general collective readings, not one-to-one private. So if you do not find yourself resonating with this at all, normal. Check your other placements, guys. All right? What's going on, please? Show me Gemini and their person. Show me Gemini and their person. Show me Gemini and their person. Show me Gemini and their person, please. And even on the rare occasion, I do see straight up singular energy. It's like somebody's not connected to anybody, you know, romantically otherwise. And that's always interesting. A lot of work being done on the self, really. Typically, that's when I see things like that. What's going on, please? Show me Gemini and their person, which is to say, they're not always about other people, right? In fact, my favorite readings have nothing to do with the them or they, as we know. I'd like to see more of those. Show me Gemini and their person, please. Show me Gemini and their person. Show me Gemini and their person. Page of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant. Whoa! That's massive shifting of gears right there, my friend. Massive shifting. From Page of Swords, I can't handle much, to time passes, fast forward on the universal remote, to the Hierophant. Wow. Full-on spiritual, higher self, this is what's up energy. We went from a little guy, I ain't know nothing, right? He's the only page that actually has the insight to say that. He's the most immature of the pages. But in that respect, at least he knows it. It's like, I don't know much of anything, so I'm not going to say or do nothing. That's why he's associated with spying, okay? It's because that's all he can do or handle is observation. He has a sword, but he wouldn't know where to even begin to use it, okay? His footing is off, his sight is off. He doesn't know what to do. But it's a learning. He's meant to be the littlest guy most equipped to learn. And oh boy. Oh, whew. This could be situational. I don't know much about the situation, and then time passes, and then, oh my goodness, you know a lot about it. It could be something much more comprehensive, let's say over the story or scope of your life. I don't know. Let's keep going. What's up? The Fool, Two of Pentacles, the King of Cups. Somebody's energy that would like to be open towards you, but practically speaking, Two of Pentacles, it's like saying, I don't know where to start. You know, huge heart space, King Cups. The Fool, the willingness to be open without an agenda attached to it, the willingness to kind of be in love or to point their love at you. And the Two of Pentacles is, I'm not sure, or I don't know if I can, or if it's even welcome, or that I should even bother, because there seems to be an issue surrounding the realism that is 3D. Okay, let's see if there's any shared here. King of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. I got two figures here separated by literally separation, or some sort of breakage in between these two characters. Okay. Nine of Swords. Stress, honey. That's stress. Mental anxiety. Now, granted, you as an air sign are capable of handling this pretty well, but your mind being what it is, being twofold, it's like you hit the anxiety twice as hard. You see what I'm saying? Because there's going to be those parts of you that struggle on both sides of the fence. So I know that you will sort through it. But often when you experience Nine of Swords, it seems to be amplified compared to other people. This is a Gemini thing. Like I said, the duality of your mind is such as like you experience the Nine of Swords twice. But you will sort through it faster. I will give you that. Oh, baby. That was Sina. That's quite the dramatic yawn. Just having a lazy moment for sure. Taking herself a nice little nap. We have a huge windstorm going on, which reminds me, there's a good chance you'll be hearing it. So the temperature dropped dramatically here in central Texas. So we're all feeling a little bit more, let's just get cozy. Let's just get cozy, including Senna. She's been napping all day. So when she yawns, oh my goodness, it sounds like she's getting stabbed in the head. But no, that's her sleepy yawn. Let's see that Nine of Swords, please. Show me that Nine of Swords. Show me that Nine of Swords, please. The Five of Cups, pain. Eight of Swords, I cannot see. The Hanged Man, I need some time to reflect. Well, at least you're going out of your way to reflect. It's like you're saying, I'm upset and I'm anxious and I don't know why. And that might be true. The Eight of Swords is here with that Nine of Swords. Like I said, you don't just experience it once, you experience it twice. It's a bit much. That's a bit much, honey. And you can't really see the extent of your own pain yet. So you're doing what I would have advised you to do anyway. I want you to take some time out to examine these things. The Eight of Swords says, I don't want to see it, I don't want to see it, I don't want to see it, I don't want to see it. And the more you do that, the more it's just reinforcing your anxiety, the Nine of Swords. So you cannot fix what you don't address. So if you're that anxious mentally, if you're that wound up, if you have that much stress in your mind and in your spirit, the worst thing you can do is to act like it's not there. This is where I would advise people to turn around and confront it. Not themselves so much, but just explore it quietly on their own time. What is making me feel this intensely anxious and upset? Because some of you have been trying to avoid Eight of Swords, active avoidance. I can't see it. Don't make me. You can't make me. I'm not going to look at it. I'm not going to acknowledge it. Some of you have actively been trying to deny how hurt you have been. Five of Cups, which again, the more we act like we don't have pain, it's just going to double down on what's there. Okay. So you're going to go ahead, and I strongly agree with this, the Hanged Man. I want you to go into an upside down suspended state to gain perspective on that which you have been denying. I'm not saying wallow in it. I'm not saying devote your life to pain. What I'm saying is allow that to go away. Okay? Look at this. Understand the extent of the origin of it. How it is that you feel hurt, regret, loss, sorrow. You name it. Okay? All right? That Five of Cups could be a lot of things. I just know that this is going to be much louder if we keep acting like it's not there. Okay? Blind leads the blind. Means we don't go anywhere. We don't change. Nothing gets done. This remains stuck. We don't want that. How do we get unstuck? We change perspective. Okay? We gain perspective by changing our own. So, I want you to get in there. Give yourself whatever quiet time you need. Schedule it off. I don't care. Whatever it is you need to do. Take some time to get in there and kind of examine what it is that you have been denying. Okay? The thing that hurts you specifically. Where is it coming from? This Five of Cups, it's been knocking around in you for a long time. It hurts. You don't want it to. You know? So, address it. Okay? Just address it. Cry if you need to cry. But it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. But with all that pain, perhaps your energy shrunk. With all that much intensity in your head and in your heart, yeah, I could see where you would turn down the dial. It's like, I don't know nothing, and I ain't trying to know nothing. Page of Swords. Okay? Let's take a look, because he can only handle so much. All right? Let's see that Page of Swords. What happens, guys, when we get a wound? What's the first thing we do? We go backwards like this. Withdraw. To reduce exposure, because we feel like a wounded animal. We feel that people can't understand us and they don't care about us, and these things aren't true. But that's what unresolved pain feels like. It makes you want to get smaller and smaller so you can protect yourself more, but all it does is just leave a bunch of fears running around. Okay? Let's look at that Page of Swords, please. This one's very different for you. Very different. Very different. Six of Swords, Temperance, the World. There's something here you know you should probably leave behind, but you haven't done it, and it scares you. Honey. So you're doing that thing, maybe I can heal it, but you don't really mean it. I don't know what it is. But you don't want to give it too much insight with the Page of Swords. I must insist, however, it's growing. Six of Swords is one thing. You can dismiss the Six of Swords. I should probably move on from this Page of Swords. Nah, it's not that bad. It's not like that. Nah. I can fix it. Temperance. then the world is behind temperance. You probably know that you can't. And I think this is the real source of your pain and your willingness to be blind. I don't want to see this. 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 Again, he's only equipped to handle so much. So you know this is with you. Right? You know this is with you. Something here can't be healed. And it's time to close it out. And when we have irrefutable evidence that something's not working, improving, taking on a new shape, it's not transforming, the energy is not shifting or changing, it's perpetually stuck with no improvement, and it hurts. It causes more harm than good. Okay. These are typically the markers we need to tell us what to do. And you're like, I'm not trying to see those markers. All the more reason why we need to go upside down and understand the origin of this pain. Because the more we reject it, the worse that gets. In that sense of this is what we need to do, but we're not ready to accept it yet. Okay, let's see that Wheel of Fortune. Let's see that Wheel of Fortune. Let's see that Wheel of Fortune, please. Let's see that Wheel of Fortune. Show me, show me that Wheel of Fortune, please. Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. And over time, you are having an increasing sense of self-worth. Oh, mark my words, honey. Mark my words. You're showcasing very strong 3D over time energy. Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and Nine of Pentacles. Time has passed. You have a strong sense of, yes, you are comfortable. You are very comfortable. But you have a growing nature within you that says, I need to take care of me more. I need to love me more. I need to embrace who I am more. And this is coming from a very real place of establishment, comfort, and quality of care from you. And you're showing me this, I'm growing into myself. Time has passed. I have lots of years and experience behind me of cumulative success. This is what I can do. I did this. I'm very comfortable with the acquisition side of life. Saying you're very comfortable taking care of yourself, and that you've had to for a long time. You literally cultivated your own success as a person. Your comfort is well earned. Your material world is well earned. This has lended to your sense of confidence as a person over time. Again, a stronger sense of individuation. Why does that feel so singular? Are those your accomplishments on your own? You've been having to take care of yourself on your own for a long time. Let's see that Hierophant. Show me that Hierophant. Show me that Hierophant. Show me that Hierophant. Show me the Hierophant, please. The Ace of Cups, the Stars, the Lovers. You're authorizing something merely huge in the future. Merely huge. It's beautiful, and it's a damn far cry from where you've been. It's miles from where you've been. I told you were growing into yourself. And you are spectacularly. In order to do it, you have to come into your own, completely and fully with no strings attached. I don't know what it is that you are proposed to leave behind. But as you grow into yourself, the more this becomes apparent. To clarify, I see you committing to your dreams, hopes, desires, and possibly new love. Okay? You might have, well, they're very close to each other, so I can't say I'm surprised. You might be a Gemini that has some fairly prominent Taurus in your chart. They are close. Also, actually a fair amount of fixed energy there, Taurus and Aquarius. Not the point. It's just a lot of power energy, and it's beautiful. That's a really strong, not acceleration, but claiming of one's desires at the highest levels. This is the best representation of me. And what do I say all the time, guys? Everything begins with the self. Commit to yourself, and then what you commit yourself to falls into line. You are committing to yourself at the highest levels of what it is you truly desire, and it's taking the form of love. Very, very, very strong love. Stuff of the stars. You commit to yourself, you commit to this. And it started back here with a shaky page. There's something here that will not mend. I don't know what it is, but it won't mend. Perhaps I'll see it somewhere else. The reason you fear it is because you know. It's coming to terms with what it is that you need to do. And this will ease the pain. More than that, you thrive. Let's jump on over to this figure, the Fool, Two of Pentacles, the King of Cups. Show me the Fool, show me the Fool. Show me the Fool, please. Oh, that's such beautiful energy. I love that for you. Whoever captures your desires in your heart, may they deserve it. I'm very proud of this, Gemini. And Gemini may not be your sun. You have a lot of components in here that suggest you have very likely a diverse birth chart. But I like it. Let's see that Fool, please. Let's see that Fool, please. There's Sagittarian energy here today. I don't necessarily see it related to you. It seems to be outside of you. Anyway. The Chariot, the Three of Cups, the Six of Pentacles. This person would love to blast, literally, it's no, to put not too fine a point on it. I don't know if you know this person yet. But they would love to blast that energy onto you. But in a realistic way, this person has practical components. They're like, yeah, 3D energy, 100%. I like a plan. I like to know where I'm going and at what time. But also, I would love to connect to you. So this person has very strong sense of energy, how they'd like to open up towards it. They don't mind taking a risk so long as it's coming from the heart and they mean it, sincerity. Three of Cups, there's a sense of rejoicing. They would love to simply connect with you over fair and practical means. But the energy behind it says yes, 100% yes, I would love to. It's incredibly straightforward. Again, the Fool, the Chariot, Three of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. It's pretty beautiful. I'd love to blast that open towards you. The Two of Pentacles, though, the reality of it has proven difficult. Or they're confused about what direction to take. Show me that Two of Pentacles, please. It's weird, given energy like this, they don't come across as a hesitator. The Two of Pentacles is, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. And that's a lot of hesitation. Somebody who opened up with, oh, I have no hesitation. If it feels right to me, I do it. I just need a date and time. Cool. Let's see that Two of Pentacles, please. I get it. Let's see that Two of Pentacles, please. Show me that Two of Pentacles. So what's with the hesitation? The Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, Four of Cups. At some point, they stopped connecting to you. They had to put a barrier in place. They didn't want to, but they also said that they were tired of the emotional pattern with the Four of Cups, constant disappointment. It's kind of like they're saying they were so much more stupid for trying to put themselves into this. You know, they said, typically I'm an experienced, strong person, and I shouldn't be going wiffle-waffle with this. They said for some reason, when they did connect with you, even though they meant it strongly on the opening, they kept getting the same results. And what do we say about doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results? They're saying they connected to this, confused by the whole thing, particularly where the 3D energy was supposed to land and how to give to it, just resulted in a great deal of emotional discomfort, disappointment, and frustration. So I see them ultimately blocking, at some point, any sort of reference to connectivity in the 3D. Where it was once open and joyous and there was no hesitation, there came a point of mixed emotionality, not being on the same page, overall frustration that had been stretched out way too long, to a pentacle. So that's too much hesitating with the same issue over a long period of time. Whereas they typically like to be very straightforward with what they're doing and why they're doing it. They're saying, there's a pattern here that I'm experiencing with you that has been stretched out over a long period of time and it runs contrary to who I am. Okay. So in some way they're saying, recognize the block based on emotional discomfort, emotional impracticality, or again, just being overall disappointed with the situation and the inability to bring it together in a more smooth manner as their opening suggested. So again, who they are in terms of preference, what actually happened. Now let's see that King of Cups. Let's see that King of Cups, please. Let's see that King of Cups. Let's see that King of Cups. It's so interesting because you're showing me how you grew into yourself over time. They have the Nine of Pentacles, so did you. Did they help cultivate a sense of you? Did they help you better understand who you are? That you should love yourself? That you should understand what you're doing and why? Because if that's true, you gaze on them lovingly. Let's see that King of Cups, please. I do hope they were a positive influence. They wanted to be. They wanted to be. It was light, easy, connected. Just tell me when and where. I'll show up. That was their energy. Two, I don't think I can keep showing up to this because it keeps showing me disappointment or feel disappointment towards it. Let's see that King of Cups. Justice. The Lovers. Eight of Wands. You're connecting to each other again at some point in the future. It seems as though what was fluid and easy before is much more amplified in future, just like you're showing me. You two aren't that far off. In fact, you're right about here. Whatever discord there was between you, I'm going to get back to this. I'm not done with that. The opening. This opening precedes this structure. I'm not sure how I can explain it. Of closing something out. As far as I can tell, it stresses you out to this day because it hasn't been done. This seems like a separate thing. But anyway, I'm sorry. Back to it. This person very much loves you. They recognize the Lovers in you. They talk to you. And they're saying, however it is now, compared to your last disconnect, it's a hell of a lot smoother than where it was. A hell of a lot smoother. You recognize it too. You also want this. And it's coming from your heart and the commitment to understand your heart and to back it up and to act upon it. As you yourself understand and recognize the desire and the truth and the authenticity of it, as do they. They're saying this time it's balanced and fair. And the King of Cups, they mean it. Whatever the kinks were between you two, getting smooth out. I will try to do a time check. Remember to do a time check. It makes this look like child's play in comparison in the future for you both. What's this? King of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. What is this? Some of this King of Swords. That's you. Some of that. Some of that King of Swords. Some of that King of Swords. Some of that King of Swords. Show me that King of Swords, please. Show me that King of Swords. The Magician, the Three of Wands, the King of Pentacles. Excuse me, I apologize. You're manifesting. You're manifesting. Manifesting something you can claim. The King, Queen of Pentacles are claiming energy. This is mine, or I want it to be mine. You want the stability, yes, I know. The King of Swords has made up his mind about something you were manifesting. Three of Wands, there was distance here between you and what it is you wish to claim and or possess. You just knew that you wanted it. I don't know that you were prepared for the distance of that manifestation and how long it would take or how far away from you it seemed, but you did want to put claim on it and say, this is mine. Claim who you are. Claim a situation, circumstance, person, I don't know. You did show me growing into yourself over here, over time. It could be that you really wanted to pull in the strongest version of yourself possible. To claim who you really are and what it is that you really want. So that you can love yourself more. They're all about self-love, self-nurturing, self-care. I have to give this to me first and foremost, or I can't give it to other people. Hence that kind of possessive quality. I want this for me because when I acquire it, it's me telling myself and showing myself and demonstrating to myself that I love myself. So there was something here that you were pulling in from the universe, and it was over a period, expanse, a distance, a Three of Wands, a longing to really claim who you are, so that you in turn can turn around and claim what it is that you want the most. You want to understand yourself better. That way you understand what it is that you want. I'm sorry it's so generic. There's a lot of components in you today. Let's see that Five of Pentacles. It's very strong. Let's see that Five of Pentacles, please. Show me this Five of Pentacles. Show me this Five of Pentacles. Show me this Five of Pentacles. It's almost like you're saying, dear universe, help me figure out who I am so I can figure out what I want and I don't hesitate. And I won't hesitate. And I can back up any decision I make. Show me that Five of Pentacles, please. And there you are, growing into yourself. And I see you acquiring exactly those things. In your future, I can assure you, you know who you are. You succeeded in that manifestation. And I see you claiming something very powerfully. Beautifully. It's pure love. The desire of it, an ideal connection. And they reflect it back on you. That they also say is fair and balanced. With the fullness of heart. They're crazy about you. Sense of fairness. Five of Pentacles. Doing right by this connection. Doing right by this connection. The connection is correct. Let's see that Five of Pentacles, please. Let's see that Five of Pentacles. Show me that. Show me that Five of Pentacles, please. The Empress, Queen of Swords, the Ace of Cups. There it is. I see you making peace with this ideal person. Specifically, you opening your heart towards them. You have some very strong components in you that have equal competition, it looks like. You have a fair amount of air as well as earth in you, I believe. Because there you showed me a King and Queen of Swords and a King and Queen of Pentacles in and of your own energy. Just you. That was all you. It's like there's a 50-50 split of air and earth in you or something. Anyway, it was just really prominent. But yeah, here it is again. As you know more of who you are and what you want, so too does that person become more clear in your eyes. It's really simple. Whatever breakage there was between you two will be mended. Right there. The Empress, who I believe is who they are is there. I believe we offer our heart to this person, and they return it. Queen of Wands. Show me this Queen of Wands, please. Okay. Show me this Queen of Wands. Show me this Queen of Wands, please. Show me this Queen of Wands. Show me this Queen of Wands. The Sun, the Moon, the Nine of Pentacles. This is what we always wanted, but it was under our moon. As we strived for a sense of self and individual personhood. It's who we always were. It's who you always were. It's just your Sun and the Moon kind of crossed each other. Like I said, I've been seeing not just your Gemini energy, but that sense of duality in you trying to bring those pieces of you together to get on the same page about what it is that you want, who it is that you want. And I think that's what this is about. You coming to terms with it, and it's hard. It's so hard because there's something here, honey, that in the discovery of what it is you really want, you're saying it's painful to understand this because it requires loss, and it's old loss and it's new loss, or the potential of loss across the board. And it ties back to this. You, with some small insight, understanding something has to be left behind in order for you to acquire and consolidate these parts of you. Because you have a Sun and the Moon directly under your influence. So not only are you showing me divinity for yourself, but divinity with someone else. They've shown up consistently in your heart and in your reflections as it relates to you and understanding who you are. The more you understand who you are, the more you understand who they are. And I know that you two have had a little division, and ultimately that makes no never mind in the end. That's a Southern expression. That don't make no never mind. In other words, that doesn't mean nothing. It's so consistent and beautiful and powerful. It's the best representation of the both of you. But you have to kind of consolidate your own duality. And in this respect, you finally get to lay claim to that distant manifestation. The more you understand who you are, the more you lay claim to this other thing. And it's a powerful other thing. But there's a part of you over here in this opening, and I can't quite see it, that's so scared to acknowledge something here can't be mended. It has to be closed. And once this is acknowledged and acted upon, everything else falls into place. It directly ties back to this opening that you find so damned hard and have been trying to avoid like the plague, which just reinforces, like I said, the stress. I said I wanted to get back to this because it's like you barely want me to acknowledge this, like you don't really want me to look at this too deeply. You don't even want to look at it too deeply. And based upon this hinge and how well it is oiled, and you allowing yourself to open and close this door appropriately, everything else falls into place. You've been wanting this forever and a day. Your mind speaks towards it, your practical self that would like to claim it speaks towards it, your heart speaks towards it, and then they speak towards you as well. You see the beauty of your future, proposed future in this. So what is this that you're afraid to close, that cannot be mended? But you're not quite there to see it yet. We're still refusing that can't be mended. We're keeping a door open when really it's pretty much halfway off its hinges, but you don't see it like that. You think it could still be fixed. And pending that successful ending, boom, like I told you, there's the universal remote right there, which in tarot, this is That's quite an appropriate metaphor. Fast forward, you grow into yourself very quickly. I don't mean to pry, but also, yes, I do. Can I get more on this, please? What is this? What is this knowledge we need to grow into? What is it that cannot mend? What is it that cannot mend? Knights of Pentacles, Two of Wands, that's prolonged waiting. Yes, I see that. Prolonged waiting under the moon. You are waiting under the moon to move forward, but you have not given yourself permission to do this. You are under the moon, waiting to move forward, waiting specifically to make a decision to move forward, but it's still under your moon. You coming to terms with it will help consolidate your sense of duality and allow you to close out with that which you need to close out in order to move forward. But until your actions and thinking are under the moon, as long as we continue to avoid and not engage in the worst of our thoughts and fears, it will remain under the moon, and it will prolong this. The understanding specifically that whatever this is will not mend. And once it is closed, you move forward. No problem. You subconsciously want to make a decision on this, but you're not allowing it to come through. And yet, nevertheless, I see you manifesting the consolidation of yourself in order to address this. Because I believe ultimately you want to move on in your life. Move forward. More than move on. You wish to move forward, but you have to make that particular decision. Advice? And the unhappiness. There is something in your environment that if you admit that you wanted to end it, you would have to get confrontational with yourself, and it scares you. It scares you. The idea of ending it actually makes you feel good. And it's like you can't dare do that. You can't dare say that. You can't dare feel it. You can't dare express it. It is so deeply tight under your moon, I can't really get an idea of it. I just know that the proposed ending of it isn't as easy as it seems. It would fall on you to do it. Parts of you are terrified of this. And yet another part of you desires to end it. Because it would mean the end of your unhappiness. And the struggle that you feel to keep it open. The obligation or the guilt you feel to keep it open goes away. Nevertheless, no matter how slow, no matter how convoluted, this will only win out for so long for the Gemini I'm looking at, because the proposed future is much too strong for this to maintain. I know the day you allow it to end or trigger that cycle is pretty much the day you set yourself free. That is all. Okay. Otherwise, yours and theirs. Yours was incredibly straightforward, and so is theirs. They're crazy about you. That's what they opened up with. And they were joyous just to connect with you over 6 of Pentacles and a 3 of Cups. Until it wasn't. Experience and time and frustration built up, and it thinned the connection, but it's not completely disconnected. You know this. You feel it too. I say you two are matching frequencies in future is an understatement. Same page across the board. I've never seen, dang it, I've never seen lovers that much in alignment. It is a multi-layered bonding system, which in and of itself makes it entirely difficult. It's spiritual bonding, mental bonding, emotional bonding, sexual bonding, the whole thing. So to see those two folks so finely tuned to each other like musical interests, huh? It's beautiful. It seems to me like it's worth ending something to engage in it. I don't know what this is. You won't dare show me. It's like you're afraid to admit it to yourself that you want to end it. I don't know how else to phrase it. You're afraid to admit to yourself how much you want to end this. When you consolidate those parts of you, you understand who you are. And then there's no stopping you. I just know it hurts you and continuously disappoints you. Reconciliation, no shit. Not just yet, but yes, obviously it's there. And there's something here that will not reconcile. Again, repeatedly there's a cycle here that will not mend, it will not fix. But we haven't opened up to that fact yet, so something can reconcile and something else cannot. I don't know what it is. It could be any sort of situation that qualifies, that you secretly, way deep down there, wish it was done. So you can move on. Okay, anything else, please? Make the effort. The love is worth taking the risks. You are called to move forward. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to do your next moving on reading. Afraid. Yes, I've seen that. What else, please? And healing. This one's interesting. Healing. I release you to your highest good. Release yourself. Release that situation. When they last spoke to you, saying I'm releasing you, because it won't come together in a way I understand, and it kind of hurts. I think you understood in your own way, especially if you know how problematic. That was an easy opening, guys. That was an easy opening for connectivity. The Fool, the Chariot, the Three of Cups, the Six of Pentacles. That was an easy opening. There's no reason why that had to break unless there was real-world problems regarding the application of the connection. Otherwise, it had no reason to break. And when you connect with them, you literally grow into yourself more. It makes you really get in touch with who you are and what you're about. They remind you of this. Your self-worth, your value. There's no reason for it unless, of course, something hasn't closed out, and that's why it could not proceed. Who knows? There's 1,000 reasons, guys. You would know. And yes, regrets. Regrets, there it is right here. That's a lot of regret, pain, and I don't want to recognize it. Regrets, I wish things could be different. You're more than wishing, honey. It's under your moon. You're more than wishing. So it's something that we need to be aware of, because you have an amazing future ahead of you with whatever this is. I'm just not convinced Gemini's your sun. I think it's a prominent placement in you that can shine through, so possibly rising. It would like to burst forth in everything that it can do. It has that energy to it. Anyway, regardless, take it resonates, if it does not. Placement doesn't really matter, but I do try to observe things like that. Jupiter? Did I hear Jupiter? The letters S-E. Practical. Okay? Some of you are like, I need to be practical, it needs to be practical, it needs to be practical. This is also the medallion of Virgo. The anchor. Yes, we need more of an anchor. And some of you, it represents being stuck. Some of you need a stronger dedication to yourselves. In other words, anchoring yourself. And others of you, it's your opportunity to become unstuck. Okay? Okay. Okay, we have the medallion of Libra, Aquarius. Chakras are in reverse. Stingray, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And then the medallion of Taurus. Okay. All right, you guys. I do hope this helped you. It was awfully intriguing. I would love to fast forward myself and see you guys in this blissful state of knowing unequivocally who your person is. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. I hope that freedom is in you. It's under your moon. It's your hope. And it's almost like you don't dare hope for your own sense of freedom. But it is there and you are pulling on it. Aware or unaware, you're pulling on it. And I can see why. What you have before you would be enough to entice anybody. But this, we're also equally terrified of ending. Exiting. I don't know what it is. It's something that you continue to give your time, energy, and effort to, but you've also know in some way that it won't mend. It's a one-way street. And that one-way street is a dead end. You know? Okay. I hope this helped you. I do. You have to know if the work is worth it. And by work, I mean consolidating these parts of yourself. Because what you could acquire is so much greater than the fear of what you could leave behind, but you have to know that. So I am actually happy that you are going into the upside down to look at these things. It's beautiful. Once we get past the pain and the fear and the moon that holds us back, it's beautiful. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well.